See, now here's the really cool thing. I think for once, as I start a random stream, and hello everyone, I'm Darkness. Welcome back to Dark Souls 3 again. I am blazing through, I think, at least a little faster than I was the first time. And for once, I actually have things set up before I actually start the stream up. So, like, but hello, and I'm back. I was gone. Now I'm not. And that pretty much sums up that's life right now. Hey Bailey, Dank, Kawaii-chan. So alright. Edward, hi there. So what do we got going on over here? Well, I wanted to do like I'm gonna have to. Hey L, hi there. Every time, no, don't you dare say you have to do an update, because that's some bullshit. I thought I updated you before I left. Nicholas, hey there. No, I won't update you. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Oh yeah, I lost my membership while I was gone. No, I don't need to. Yeah. I'll play on offline. Yeah, no one can invade me. I'm just trying to get through. As you can see in the top left, we've got the DLCs. Is what we had before. What I'm trying to do is that I wanted to play again, and I'll re-explain every time. I wanted to play again this game. And do all the bosses and whatnot, but they're all a bit too easy on just new games, so I'm not really leveling up anything, and I'm just blazing through it, and maybe on New Game Plus I will find Stuart. Hello there. I had to go away for a bit. I had to. Don't worry, I'm kind of back. I will be kind of going away again. If everything goes swimmingly Monday, I have a new place. Now, if I have a new place, there's a lot of things that get moved. I've already started. I've had a pack rat sitting in a driveway for forever with stuff packed up. I can get the basics and necessities all over there. No, I don't need it. Even though it's actually one of the newer you see that bottom figure down there? That is not an exaggeration on the bottom of the screen right now. That down there, there were issues with the place I wanted. I agreed to stay in the same school district as Rowan's mom, no matter what. All of the places that I was looking for before fell through. Fall through after fall through. I had to take a place. Upside, newly renovated. Downside, if I actually do take it, my rent is $350 more than my mortgage, and there's no renter's insurance on that yet. $1,500 for a three bedroom, 2 bath. Because I do like to think that eventually in there, I will be, I'm gonna have what I had before, which is, no. One already disappeared. Oh yeah, it's a hard hit to take. So, there gotta be some changes that happen. Those of you that are here, I thank you, because you'll probably be the only ones that actually know. Because I don't think I'm gonna make a big deal out of it unless it actually happens. I'll do my best to upload, record static. Yeah, where anything can make you cry. I'm glad you're happy to see. I've been pulling gray hair since I was 20. Don't worry about that. That's perfectly fine. I hope. If it's not, then I'm screwed. If everything goes swimmingly the way that I want it to, then I'm good, and I have a place that, you know, again, of my own. A 3-bed, 2-bath is my first house. That's what I first started off with. Where'd that damn thing go? Where'd my damn shiny go? I rested. Oh, dadgummit. I have to leave the area and come back. But the long and short of it is that, with that much, most likely my job situation will change again. Late nights will be out again. Streaming will most certainly will still be in, just at a different time. And for some of you on the West Coast, that might not be a good time. For some of you on the East Coast, that still might not be a good time. We'll see what happens. I like how Dark Souls 1 finally explains to me what the fuck is going on with this little graveyard of giants. Let's see which ones. If I end up having to go through all of that. Ooh, that dropped him? Uh-oh, I forgot about those guys. I forgot about these guys. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm sorry it's one of those days. I really am. Those days really do suck. This guy sucks. I remember he sucks. If everything goes as it's supposed to, or if there's a weird turn of events for me, oh shit, I forgot he had a partner. A weird turn of events could turn this all around. I would love to have YouTube be a main part of job thing, that I can guarantee you guys what days I'm here, what hour. You guys know the moment. My dream for YouTube is that if I am going to continue on with it, like, you know, to be at such a level that, you know, when I'm supposed to have an upload at 1 o'clock and I upload at 1:03, people start bitching at me. People are like, excuse me, what happened to your 1 p.m. upload? I'm like, sorry, but consistency is key. With that kind, there we go. See some changes. The times they are changing. Hey, Stuart. I loved you. I have Stuart twice. Hey, Cookie. Hey, Christina. Hi there. Okay, so people are coming on. So, hopefully I'm going to run through. There's another giant and kick his ass real fast. Which one? Which one? I think it's... Ow! I forgot about you guys. Yeah, there we go. You'll protect me from the flames. Whoa, what happened? Thank you, Sarah. Everybody hashtag Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. And also, that would I see some analness coming out, because what that looks like to me is somebody that was tired of seeing 420.69, which is absolutely what it said. Uh-oh, died. Yep, knew it. Oh yeah, you can find all of that stuff on my channel. You should take, Stuart, you should take a look around on my channel. There's probably going to be more and more static videos as time goes on, and that is my plan. That is the plan. So I can even be somewhere with crappy internets. I can make the static videos. Oh, Kevin thought it was funny too when he turned it to 420.69. Oh yeah, Kevin thought it was fucking hilarious. Don't let him know that his horn's getting tooted over here. Oh, there you are. Come here, you bastard. I know you just want to live, but no. Sorry, you give me the twinkle toes. I can do static videos with shitty internet and then just go somewhere else and upload it. There are like business cafes all around the place, and I can just be like, welp, I'm gonna just be at this business cafe doing whatever other business I gotta do. But it's a lot harder to go to a business cafe and be like, welcome to the stream, and can I get a mocha latte? And I hope you enjoy. It's a 2 front. And I hope you enjoy. That is anal to the max. Everyone hashtag Sarah again. Thank you, Sarah. That now it is very round. I was about to insert inappropriate comment here like I was gonna make anyway, blah 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 blah. But we'll see. I could get lucky. Tomorrow once again begins anew that I have to rehash my resume where I get to put on there teaching now, which is fun. But I have to do this weird thing. This is weird. Bear with me. This is one of the weirdest things I have to do. I have to have like 3 resumes on hand for when I'm doing shit. One of them is more of my education based. People want to see education and want to know that I have a strong liberal arts degree, and they don't give a shit about what I've done. They just want to know I'm malleable. They can make me into whatever I need to be made into. Cool. I got that one. Emphasizes that. You need to, you want to see that I get shit done? Cool. I got that one too. Oh yeah, these guys don't need to have the other sword on. Hey, where's my coil? Then there's the most confusing one I've got. And I'm going to use the Demon Scar for a second because I don't use this sword enough. Then there's the most confusing resume I've got. Which is the we have to pretend I'm stupid resume. Where people get scared of me resume. And I have to dumb myself down for jobs. It's the dumbest. It's stupid. Actually, it's not. Imagine this. Imagine that you're somebody who is hiring for a position, and you realize that the person you're hiring is actually qualified to do what you're doing. Are you going to hire that person, or the person you think is barely not quite good enough to do your job, but good enough to do the job that you're supposed to be hiring for? You gotta take that into consideration. That's some good advice for those of you who are probably, if you're out there looking, you're looking for your first job, or you're out there searching, you're not knowing why your resume isn't hitting, know who your target audience is, because it matters. It sure as hell matters. Where is my damn coiled up? There is it. Filing Greatsword. This is the one I wanted. Oh gosh, Christina. Now it can be a palindrome and a pattern. Can numbers be a palindrome? I guess they can. They can be. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Christina. Or Salty. Sorry, Salty. Christina, just whatever. If you guys know, I know who you guys ares. I know who you is. Oh, Beth. Hi there. Beth dropped on by. I will tell you this though. The newly renovated apartment, the one oh god, it's one of those bow guys. Oh shit. Oh, I'm gonna have so many arrows in my ass. Okay, we've been through this before. And the only one that he showed me that he didn't have like when I went to view the place that I probably will be moving into. The only one. The only one he had to show was
expressionless face.
I can't believe it just read out expressionless face on there. The only things the only unit that I remember seeing, yes, I knew one of these. Is this the dragon? Or is this the nuisance that I need thunder against? I think this is the nuisance. Hold on. Lightning attacks. I'm thinking hard. The Chaos Drake Blood Greatsword gets me covered on everything. What do I have that's just lightning? And the thunder? Lightning and the thunder? Thunder, lightning, and the thunder. There we go. That's what I thought. This big-ass sword. I did not giggle snort. Can I still roll? Yeah, I can still roll. The only one he had to show me was this place that sitting right there was a box for AT&T fiber wire, which I'm not kidding right now. If I get speeds like that, I will be fucking finding some work from home, more work from. I will bump and grind as hard as possible. Like I will. You'll see a YouTube video just dedicated to get the word out. I'm doing a GoFundMe. Give me time to get a job from home. If I can have that fast of internet, I can do anything. They'll be like, oh, I need you to do this editing project. I need this video edited and exported and whatever. And it's like, how much do you guys give me? It's like, don't worry. It's about like 200 gigs of whatever. And export's probably going to be like, 50. And I'm like, done. Like, I'm just like, yeah, send it on over. I got it. I can do that. I will fucking do it all day, every day, twice on Sunday. I will do that. All right. Am I gonna put this on? Yeah. This is a good setup right here. Do I have the Shield of Want on? Yeah. Does this one actually have a left-handed? No, it's just his charge. I don't need the Shield of Want for this sword. I need the Grass Shield. Not to smoke the shield, but for the getting back my my shits faster. I'm gonna dismiss myself. Have a good night. Well, thank you, Sarah. As soon as Sarah leaves, there literally comes somebody. Oh God, I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. He swipes. I forgot. I really did. Okay, I totally forgot. Oh God. Beth. Beth. I saw that. Oh my gosh. Okay. That is 555.55. I'm not laughing. That's not funny. That's not funny. That was me. That was funny as hell. I'm sorry. I had to. She had to. Don't question her. She had to. Should I just go some straight up damage on this guy? Can we do that? Can we just stop doing like elemental defense shit and just straight up? My refined broadsword literally does some fucked up shit, but I can't remember what the advantage of this guy was. Oh yeah, that's right. So I can do that. Oh, I've got to have the other shield on, or I've got to have it double-handed, don't I? No. What's his special? What's his deal? Why would I use that over not the broadsword? What is the why is that? What is the thing of that? I am okay. Nope, I'm busting this out. Hopefully he's weak to fire. We're going with this. No. I'm so. Did stream go to a commercial? Are you kidding? The stream went to a commercial? Oh, well, I hope it didn't go to a commercial. Wow. Well, if you're back from a commercial or did not get a commercial, let me tell you right now. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is something else I gotta get on. There's a lot of things I need to do, and a lot of heavy. That was. Hashtag worth it. Oh god! Oh, I'm a butt stabber. I don't like to think of myself that way. That bay. It's gonna be bay. Oh yeah, and plus, stop wanting so many souls. I don't need them. Where's my lightning ring? Where's my... Yeah, fuck you, lightning ring. Sarah is not mean. But also... I mean, come on. Come on. What did you think had to happen? I mean... We got numbers out there. They didn't jive. Even if you really want to jump jive... When you really want to jump jive, when you really want to, I can't hit those notes, so don't even act like I can right now. Things stop shooting fire at me. Oh, hey 007. I will honestly say something. I am Beth. You might not like that number. Oh gosh. Okay. And Christina over there throwing a wrench into it. Hashtag salty. A tap out. I'm to make my PayPal even and to get Sarah again. I actually it's not like I can say I am opposed to this game. This game is awful and should not be played. Part of me is like this game, yes. The salt is real. Tyler's birthday's coming up after buying gifts. That means whatever stands. So someone go ahead and what is it? What? Oh, it could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right now. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I did not mean to encourage that, but I'm just saying there's an even worse number it could have been. Whoa, God, my phone scared me. Alright, this is where that jackass was. No. And if I ever have a strawberry daiquiri, it's strawberry daiquiri mix as the base of it. Don't get me mistaken for someone who drinks. cannot and don't want to. I can't. And then if I did, my liver would be like, you're fucked. And I don't want my liver to do that to me. I want my liver and I to really, like, I want us to be on the same page with this. Like, we really both would like to we want to keep livering. You know what I mean? We would like to keep the liver going. Okay, well... Oh gosh. That is a funny event log to me right there. I see anal. Then wait, a little bit more anal. Okay, we're cool. And then Christina, and then anal. And then Beth, and then anal. And then Christina, and then anal. I'm not saying any. I'm just saying that there's anality. Is that a word? Can you say anality? Is that a? All right, slide down. Because apparently every ladder ever created, you can do this on. You can do it, and it's fine. You can do it. Trust me, I have been down many ladders. I know how they work. This is how you do them. Alright, this one needs to come at me. This one's gonna come at me hard. Watch this. Whoop! I forgot. It is fire, isn't it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Luck. Got him. Ooh. Uh-oh. Thank you. Well, I'm sorry. That was worth a few smiles. I smiled. I was watching it, knowing the reaction that, like, I'm hearing voices in my head of people. Like, I'm hearing people, like, I'm hearing people being people. By the way, I'm going to completely be a dick to this guy. Hold on. I'm gonna be a dick. Throwing fire. Ow. Uh-oh. Being a dick isn't working. Ooh! Yeah! 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 Ring of Favor. Didn't I already have a Ring of Favor? Oh, gosh. Okay. I'm betting heard me squeak laugh. Oh, yes, I did, actually. Indeed. Indubitably so. I did hear a squeak laugh. Don't worry. I'm pretty good at guessing the... Oh, good night. Did I get the +3 Ring of Favor, or did I already have that? Did he give me the normal shit and I just already had this shit? What shit did I have? What do I have? Where do I come from? Where do I go? Where am I coming from? Can I Joe? Increase HP with Estus Flask. I need to be wearing that so I can go longer. Yeah, I heard. I think I heard a squeak. I could probably bet on hearing on just a small one. Also, I don't use this Fire's Great Dark Soul Dregs and its sorcery, and I don't know why I have it on there. But what I would like is Flash Sweat. No, it won't let me. Oh, well. Well then. Someone has now tapped out. Victor goes to... Man, you know what? By the way, since I have Blackjack on the mind, I see the numbers there. I see, I'm seeing too many numbers. Because I'm seeing, 7, 8, and I'm seeing 15, and then I'm seeing the 6. 6, 7, 8. If you gotta have the 6 and 8, or 7 and 8, those are the combinations that you need the other one. Offer human dregs? Can I do that? I'm not gonna do that yet, but wait, should I? I could. Does it do something? Okay, I'll leave more dregs. Yeah, I've got numbers on the brain right now. Like everything is right. It's still. I'm still. I've got numbers. Oh god. Wow. Getting anal enough lube might be required. Oh, I know why it played a commercial, guys. It's detecting drop frames. There's 8.5 drop frames. 11 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, 11, 7, blah blah blah. Oh gosh. Oh, you just had to. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You can't even give me my numbers? You can't even give me my well, if I guys no. Even playing those nines. Oh, I could play that 3. Never mind. The 3 got me covered. And now I'm poor. You know what? It's probably doing it to me on purpose. It's just, it buffers. If it's buffering and then doing that, it's not me. That would be... Which would be tricky. Tricky. Oh, God. I gotta go up that slope. Wait a second. They're going to... See that? They want my giblets. Hold on. We gotta go up there with my strong hand, which is actually the refined broadsword. You just go up and slash them real fast and just get it done with. And don't get hit. It's the little things in life sometimes. It's the little things. Especially when I'm not, it's not a table. So, you know, I promised Rowan. Oh, shit. I took one. Shot through the armpit? I promised Rowan that, you know, we'd be up at the cabin. Or up in the mountains, rather. I promised up in the mountains. So I feel like less of a liar because of that. I promised up in the mountains. There we go. Butt stab. And when I promised him that, I guess I... Oh, God, there we go. I guess I misheard. my parents exactly when we'd be in the cabin, because I promised him an extra day. And so instead, I went ahead and used... Sarah, were you here to see it?
How'd you round it off?
He rounded it off for you. Are you feeling better? Can you feel better? Can you feel better? Sarah, he got you covered. Hey. There we go. Thank you so much, man. There you go, Sarah. There you go, Sarah. So, I promised him, and I had to, by promising him that, you know, you gotta actually go play. Because they won't comp you a room, and then, you know, if you don't play, they'll never again, and they'll come after, they'll be pissed. You'll find some pissed people. I'll tell you what. What's up? Just throw him off the edge with that. Get off my plane, bitch. Oh, I gotta roll and get that now. Damn it. I have to. Easterner's ashes. I guess that gives me the samurai clothing. So you gotta go and... Oh, I could have just used the stairs like a stupid person instead of like a dumbass like me. I had to go play the floor and whatnot. Of course I play blackjack because that's actually the game I can win at. I can actually come home with money. Because I might not look smart, but... you can turn the odds of the table barely in your favor, and I'm literally talking about like turning odds from like 51.3% table wins to turning it to like 50 point something for in your favor, and with it being half and half, more in your favor, but that barely. If you play the long game, you need to win and lose hands, but you also need to double down or splits guaranteed winning hands, and there's no guarantee. But like a 5, if I got aces, they're showing a 5, that's a guarantee. If I'm playing alone and they got 10s and he's showing a 5, I will split 10s and people will get pissed. I'll play just against the dealer sometimes if there's a table open, just so people don't get all pissy on me. Cause I'll split them 10s. Don't tempt me. I don't even think I won't split them 10s. I'll split them 10s. I'll split them all day, every day, twice on Sunday. On a 5? Are you kidding me? And if here's the guarantee. Like I'm talking about a guarantee, like a bus card, and they draw 11. I'd rather on a table that pays 3 to 2 on a blackjack. I would rather draw 11 against a 5 than get blackjack, because if I can double down, I actually get $5 more on a $10 table. They only had $5 tables open like one of those nights, but it is exhausting. Like, it's mentally exhausting keeping up with that, because 6-shoe decks, you can't count cards, but you keep up with ratios. Holy shit! Monk of shit.
OCD.
Well, thank you so much, Monk. Everybody hashtag Monk over there. And now Sarah is really happy. Like, that just made Sarah incredibly happy. Somebody go find Sarah and let her know that all of her dreams can come true. Thank you so much, Monk. That's so kind. Thank you, man. There we go. And okay, there's something coming up here. They're bosses. Hold on. There are bosses happening. Oh God, she's thinking. Oh wait. Okay. Wait. There's an inscription. There's an inscription somewhere, isn't there? Is this not the place that tells me? Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Dark Souls 1, and it tells me like at a statue. Oh, this is the Forever hallway, isn't it? With the bronze armor? Or is that Dark Souls 1 again? Damn it, I don't remember. This is the brass. This isn't the Forever hallway. This isn't that. But splits and doubles on quote unquote guaranteed bus hands, and I'll. That's is actually how I. That casino has been there. I'm not a gambler. Like, okay, my mom taught me the game 21. She taught me 21 when I was younger. She taught me 21 to count faster. Okay, she called it 21. Kindergarten, get a call from teacher, principal, something like that, that your children, oh God, your children are teaching other children to gamble. Where's the reversal ring? Have I had that before? Yeah. Okay. So that because we brought cards or had cards at school and we were trying to teach other kids, but we weren't teaching the gambling parts. We weren't teaching, like, we weren't playing with gum, like, and candy, like Halloween candy, like my mom did later on when we, like, finally learned what kind of game it was. And then it really made you, you know, when your mom's just teaching you like a counting game, like, it can be fun. But all of a sudden, when you got your lemon heads on the line, I'll tell you right now, when you got your lemon heads on the line, you're gonna think about whether you should hit or stay. You're gonna think about it. You might think twice. And so you know, I've just had it. This part of me. I just had this part of me. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of sevens. Spin that on a slot machine. Can I kick this? Is this is a descendable one? I can open it from the other side. This is one to open from this side. I opened it. Now I'd like to go right back up. So I know the game, and then when I in the long ago, since there's definitely, hey Rosie. Yeah, public schools overreact. I hope they don't overreact anymore, because when I teach Rowan that, I'm not even going to cover it up. I'm not going to call it 21 or anything. I'll just say it's blackjack. I'll say, you know, not to gamble, not to do anything like that, not to teach it because, you know, maybe another kid does know it. Internet's made information prolific. So what am I going to do? Like, not tell him something that he's going to find out from a friend instead? No, I'm not going to set him up for failure. I'll end up telling him that this game is usually a gambling game, but we're not gambling right now. I'll let him know. Jump to safety. And so you know, it's just in me now. It's like a part of me that and then, okay, since you don't see a ring and you guys know my story now, and you know I'm divorced and all that jazz, then it shouldn't be a surprise for me to say something like, at one point I was engaged, got married, and had a honeymoon that my grandparents had a timeshare, and so I went to, they traded in their timeshare for a place in Vegas, which was a good thing for me because I could go in Vegas and actually, like, make money. Especially at the Sahara, where you can, Sahara, wherever you want to say it. You can go in there and they have $1 tables. My bank legitimately put a stop on my card. I have to get a new one. I have to go. Oh gosh, Sarah. Oh god, that got too legit. Now she had to quit. Hey. Good morning from Birmingham, UK. Ooh. Well, welcome back from work. What am I trying to get at and whatnot? Honeymoon, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Made money. And that's how I wanted to try to see attractions, by making money that way. I don't gamble much, but my dad wants, you know, likes going up with me up there and being able to spend time with me. And it's in the mountains, so we get to spend time up in one of my favorite places, which is just the wilderness and mountains. I was going to watch Trolls with my dad. Okay. Well, thank you for coming back to disclose that information. Now everyone knows, and we'll totally wreck it somehow. Since they know you can't do anything about it. Oh, I forgot about the lever. Does it do... Wait. Yeah, I forgot about what this... What is this? What does this do? Okay, I'm gonna go up there. It was Circus, one of the places to take my money, where I wasn't feeling it, and I was encouraged to be on the table, and then I didn't have my strategy of backing off tables when I knew that the cards were getting... Because I do ratios. I know the ratio of, you know, faces is way higher, but if you can see a certain ratio start changing, you start changing how you're going to play the table. And it's not card counting. You're simply counting ratios of, like, numbers and tens and faces and aces. There's no... That's not counting. And so, hey, Zero Wolf. So I have a different approach, you could say. Yeah, I don't usually walk away from blackjack with less. I like that. Oh gosh, are we on? Oh, it's been so long. Is it always winter here? No, wait, was it winter in the first game and not in the second? Okay, no, but I farmed these stairs like no fucking tomorrow. No tomorrow. There's no tomorrow. Yeah, I farmed these stairs like crazy. I pillaged so many of their corpse. Yeah, I mean, you can farm all of this like... Okay, there's a red-eyed. Let's see if that red-eyed guy... That red-eye... If he was only a one-eyed ghoul, one red eye, it wasn't winter in... Okay. Oh, I like the cold. I'm trying to keep up with chat, by the way, guys. I'm sorry if I miss something. No, I'm a fan of... There we go, butt stab. Butt stabber! Power to stab that ass. But numbers start just running in through me. Like I just notice, and I pay attention, and I pay attention to what I'm doing, and I play smart. And it's recommended you never play against the dealer unless you split tens. That is some good advice. If you're gonna turn 21 and you're like, I'm gonna go gambling for the first time, do not play one-on-one against that dealer unless you're willing to split tens. Do not do it. There are different odds between having people on the table and being alone, and if you are not willing to split tens alone, you are going to lose money. You've got to split tens. You've got to do it. It might make you uncomfortable. You gotta do it. Otherwise, you will lose. Because many times, one-on-one against the dealer, the odds get different enough that they will come out with a good hand. And at splitting tens, usually you at least have a 20. It's very unlikely for a 21. So at least one winning hand cancels out a losing hand. Two winning hands means you did better. Giant's Coal. Oh yeah. In one, you were alive. You were vibrant. You had spunk. And, you know, you didn't say much, but you made shit for me. I came to you for a lot. I came to you for so much. My life is now sad. Why? I'm standing on your dead body. You can tell time has passed since the first game. If he is still here, it's all snowy. The stairs are dilapidated. And I remember in the first one, it was crisp, clean, pristine. Edges were very squared. Hip to be a square. God, yeah, things got bad. I got ambushed here in the other game. Can we go out there? We can't go out there. No, I'm on a new game. I think it's a Dark Souls 3 new game. NG NG's for new game. We definitely have a new game going on here. And I'm gonna try not to level up really. I'm gonna put more in vitality, but hopefully the challenge gets hard enough that I've got. So here are my stats for anyone that's worried, you know, seeing whatever. Level 229. I'm getting more in vigor. I might even things out to 40. Like attunement might be 40. Anything else is vitality, not for getting strength or anything like that. Just so I can wear whatever the fuck armor I want to, so I can play Fashion Souls. That's all I would ever want vitality. But everything else, I'll have it stick for now. I won't pump up like strength to 70, or like have some of these weapons that have enchantment on it and pump it to 70. Like, especially for things like when we get to the dancer. And by the way, that is a mimic, I believe. No, I didn't intentionally, and I'll come back to it. I'm mostly just trying to get through the game again. Yeah, I'm mostly. Oh god, a slug. Mostly just trying to get through it so I can play Aldrich's Ruby. Okay, I don't remember half of the rings. Okay. I'm in New Game. I'm going for New Game Plus. I'm gonna plow through New Game so I can get to New Game Plus and then hopefully make static videos of New Game Plus. I can't open this door? I can't open... Why can't I open this door? Oh. There's a lever. Are you gonna bring her? Or are you gonna leave her? Oh, it's flip sides for me. It didn't matter what I did. There we go. Front door's open. Straight shot to a bonfire. Up to a boss. Now, which boss? I can't remember. I gotta kill some people because I don't want to deal with that mimic and have also shit flying at me. Ow! 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 Son of a... Just suck it! Not me. I don't want to suck anything. I can't remember what boss this is anyway. Probably one of the ones that'll piss everyone off. Because I sure as hell piss a lot of people off when I get to the dancer. Pissed a lot of people off with that shit, didn't I? I won't ever let that one go, because I pissed a lot of people off with that. Because I took some good swipes at it, some good grinds. Started figuring out she really is dancing. She's like got a beat and a tempo. It's as if she, like, they're not just calling her the dancer. Like, it's not just hold me closer, tiny dancer. I mean, it kind of is like that because that's a good song. But ow. She has a rhyme and a rhythm and a reason, and it all feels correct to me. And so I ended up, and then I used the pillars because I found out you could easily use the pillars in your advantage. And it all just came together and everyone got pissy. Also, the dragon was pretty easy for me too. The smaller bosses, like, I failed miserably. Like, the first boss of the game. People are like, no, if you can't do this, then you're gonna suck at Dark Souls. I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna suck at Dark Souls. Because I failed at that boss a bajillion times. Oh, this one isn't a mimic. It's an Estus shard. Well, that's useless to me. And so, oof. Not enough to make people happy. I didn't take very many at all, it feels like. Oh, it's Aldrich. Oh, shit. Mistakes were made. You're my thumbnail. I'm pulling thumbnails from my first playthrough of the videos I did when I was live. I went and I found them because what's the point of making new ones? I mean, she looks the same, right? So, ow. There's not another ring I'd rather have on right now. I mean, there is, but I can't get to it. Oh, God. I got pelted with the arrows. I've played it, but I assume I prefer no spoilers because mostly, hey, Kimberly. I'm glad you could catch the stream. And hey, Kenny. Hi there. No, I usually prefer no spoilers simply because I do like the challenge. I'm a fan of even if it's a challenge I've already beaten once before. I'm a fan of I'm a fan of having that challenge presented to me. Having to reface it down, and you know, reassess again. Now, Dark versus the Grass Shield. Cause no. Alright. We gotta go so like Fashion Souls, but oh, we can do much better with the Silver Knight helm at least. At least. Ooh, Iron Dragon Slayer helm. Ooh, wait. Yeah, Iron Dragon Slayer helm. Where's the Iron Dragon Slayer stuff now? Ah. Iron Dragon Slayer armor. Where's the Iron Dragon Slayer stuff? It's gonna be heavy. I don't care. No, you're too heavy. What is this? I'm good. And then your dark magic over there. Physical fire, no dark. I can't remember if magic and anything. Yeah, this sword is a pretty good, well-rounded sword for this. Can't remember what. There we go. Yeah, I gotta keep up that Fashion Souls. Look at that. I really like it when something's flowing behind me when I run. It makes me feel special. Alright. Run for it. Fuck you. Run for it. Though I still have to get my souls back. Let's get that clear. Like, it's not like I've so said fuck it to, like, souls in this game. I can't, like, I gotta run in there and get my souls back. Like, that's a rule. You die, you get your souls back. Oh, I think I'm remembering correctly. Her tail. I remember getting some of that tail. Uh-oh. Whoa, hi there. Tail, 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 tail. Alright, she's gotta change. How do you change? I forgot how you change. Oh yeah, you turn into Burning Fire Bitch. Yeah, I forgot about that. Burning Fire Bitch. Yeah, you decide to have a trail of fire with you at the same time, which is just completely not fair. Tail, 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 tail. Back off. Back off. Play it safe. No. No. No, 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 no. But I will run up on you for that one. No, 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 no! Oh, I almost had her. Oh, I almost had her again. Oh, I had to die again. I had to die again. Okay. I thought, okay, I forgot. Once she gets all bitchaloid-tastic, blowing fire out her ass, she decides that she really wants to make me have, like, you know, herpes or something, and she's got some, you know, fire crotch shit going on over there, like syphilis or something. She's like, you need to feel the burn too, and she sets you on, she hits you with those arrows, sets you on fire more. Oh yeah, I gotta get me some of that tail. Hey, Ben, what's going on? Ben, the two of us. Wait, I can't remember. Can look no more. We both found what we were looking for. No. No. Roly-poly. Roly-poly. No. Tail? No. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where's the tail? No. 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 Look at my armor, though. Fashion souls! Am I right? Am I right? Because when I'm right... Roly-poly. Roly-poly. Nope. Nope. Running and running. Oh, my dad. That doesn't go through walls. Why did that go through a wall? Thank you, Monk, for being here. Thank you for the donation. Why did that go through a wall? I can't do the bees and the eagles verse. I can't do it. There's a problem. There's an innate problem with that right now. Thank you, Beth, for making sure that I had the proper burial of my dignity and self-worth with the emojis that I presented to anyone that could be a channel member. Used to be known as a sponsor, and you too can make sure that I feel like shit. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? Anyway, no, I gotta just swipe at that tail. I gotta get a lot of that tail. That's what it's about. I mean, not in my life. Like, I'm not... Oh, shit! I wasn't looking. I forgot that you're gonna be an ass. Yeah, you don't like fire. Yeah, because all of your kindred spirits were put on fire the first time it was ever... Oh, yeah, I got the DLC. Whoa, how did it get a quote that was so prevalent? How did it get that quote? I like to drill someone's ass from afar. How does it even know this? That quote system knows what I'm doing, and it's not cool. Oh, fuck you. Just fuck you. I was just going for my souls. Fuck you. Tail. Ow. I don't care. Don't care about the dark damage. Just gonna get the swipes in. Where are you? Ow! There you are. I found you. We found each other, really. I like to say it was a combined effort. I'll back off this time. Okay. We're gonna pop up next. There we go. Oh yeah, she has to change into ass-blasting bitchaloid now, so... Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember. I can't stop. I really can't. Oh no, I'm out of stamina. Here we go. Let's drink one more just in case. No, 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 no. Don't make it rain. Don't. Whoa. Hi there. Here we go. You're gonna die by my hand. And you're dead. Wait. Put the box. Put it on the box. Can I get on the box fast enough? Put it on the box. Because I'm sorry, but... Cinders of a Lord and Soul of Aldrich. And probably enough to put up my vitality again. Because I did say I'd do that. But, you know, I gotta put up the box. Now, fashion. Because now my hair's flowy. And you can see my face. And it's beautiful. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. It's true. Something like that. Wait. Golden crown. Closely resembled that of the first one. The nameless king who allied with the dragons, which is the brother of Gwyn or whoever did the first fire. Yeah, the nameless the dragon rider is the brother of the nameless whatever is the brother of the person that first rekindled the fires in the first game. The Lord of Cinder in the first game. Yeah, he's his brother. They hint at it enough times. Okay. Where is I gotta it's gotta match. It's gotta be a set. I can't just do one part. I don't know where the rest of it is. Oh no. This is turning into another time of me just going through nameless knight armor. No! It really is a nameless knight. I'm just wearing his head. Nope. We're just gonna have that flowing behind me. That's happening. That's the thing that's happening. It's gonna flow behind me. I'm just gonna have a heavy flow. I'm gonna have an even flow. Thoughts arrive like buttered fries. Oh, he don't know, so he chases them away. And now I can give him the shit to be able to start pounding out these weapons and or armor. Okay, where would your head be? Would it be here? Would I put you here? Yep. Boom. Don't you feel good that you're back where you're supposed to be? That I killed you another time so that you could possibly burn for another eternity. What's going on, blind girl?
Welcome home, speak thine. Very well, then take nourishment.
Yeah, I gotta do my, oh, look at that vigor! Just sitting there, doing nothing.
Farewell.
You know what? I remember PewDiePie said something similar and he lost everyone. Easterner's ashes.
Gracious, let Iona.
Okay, and then you, Hephaestus.
Tis good, wasn't he?
1. I'm gonna confirm that. And second, give Cole.
Mine seems like ages passed. I missed my thanks. I'll be smithing weapons.
And this guy's a smither in the first game, isn't he?
Likes of ye.
Alright. Can't I now not infuse not a lot? I can't buy the I can't use the to make the weapons yet. I can't do that. That's not, I got low power on that. He's smart. He's a good businessman. I'll give him that. Oh, come on. I can't. Okay, what I will do is I'm gonna use my Twinkle Toes on one of these Grass Crest shields because, if I'm not mistaken, no, none of their stats go up, but stability and then physical attack. Stability is the only thing that goes up. Is that why I never leveled it? Might be why I never leveled it. All right, let's go back to where we were. All right. And yeah, I'm skipping through parts. I'm probably gonna go back and beat everyone. I'll look at everything that I have, and I'll see what I've traded in and what souls I've had before and what like item descriptions there are, and I'll be like, oh yeah, there was a boss. Or I'll just go back and look at my own playlist and be like, what bosses did I beat? Because I think I'd rather go look at my own playlist again of like thumbnails I've made than, for the love of God, just finding that damn small doll. I'm not gonna turn this into an umbilical cord situation. Which, by the way, I mentioned that when I was talking to the guys that hooked me up at the local game place. Well, they'll let me get releases a bit early, and I was like, yeah, I still can't finish Bloodborne for my channel. They're like, well, right now. I was like, because they give too many hints. That oh, this is where the maiden was laying down, and she was all pretty and had like real. She was fake, but she had like the big old. I mean, oh yeah, she was like the Sun Princess. She had a ring. That's the Sun Princess ring. They were like, no, there's like actually 4 pieces of it. I was like, it says it, there's 3. The third, you have a third of it, and they're like, no, that's a lie. I was like, oh, you son of a. Recovers HP with successive attacks. I've never actually really looked at that much. But where's the sun whatever ring? Didn't I just get that? Am I oh, I'm wearing it. It's the one I'm wearing. It's the ring that I currently have on and am using to its full allotment. I'm gonna... yeah, let's see some. Whoa, God, my phone, Jeezums. Alright. Well, now that I've been in her private chambers and she's long gone, and I got my flowy hair behind me. All flowy. Oof. I'm a beautiful unkindled warrior. Yeah, my stream needs to excuse itself. When oh yeah, who's this new person that's streaming? When Streefens when Streefens stream decides to fart on Shrew. Okay. I got that. What does that mean I missed? And what did I... oh, yeah. Wait. Wasn't this the damn place that had the Invisibridge? Oh, God. You guys know. And also, I didn't ever go up here, and in the other game, it was like a whole fleshed out thing. Sigurd was up here. He was just like, I was like, I don't know. And he was like, oh. And I was like, I killed a lot of things. He was like, oh, and I was like, That was pretty much it. I got you guys caught up. The crestfallen of the Abyss Watchers, Sigurd, and I'm one of them, but I'm actually one of a clan that tried to rekindle the fires. And what's the last crestfallen? What is the last? Right there. Excuse me. Trying to... desperately trying not to die. I'd really appreciate it if you did not kill me. Ow. Alright. 2 of you at a time is not cool, but... uh-oh. There we go. Butt stab. Let's get that done. Let's get started in here. Alright, so... Invisibridge over here. Let's go to Invisalign. Okay, I can't remember exactly where it is, but it is definitely one of those that I need to just throw some fire out there and just pray. Because I don't remember what it is, but I do remember that it scares me. It scares the living hell out of me. Because it's just like, oh, it's a bridge, it's there. And over here in the original, okay, that's where the painters and everything were. But you can't reach it. There's the original. Okay, so that's where it more like maybe. Okay. There's nothing to reach going this way. So we gotta. I can't remember if it's from the bottom. I don't know where to tap this from. Whether I actually just go from the top or bottom. But there is a place where you just gotta have faith. Is this it? Sure is. Whew. This took me a while to figure out the first time also. Whew. I think I figured that one out on accident.
Name thyself, stranger. I am Yorshka, captain of the Dark Moon Knight. What beckoned thee?
Do nothing.
If thou'st come stumbling here in error, this tower is a prison. Thy present, though 'twas a rare delight to converse with another, may the dark moon. Thou think this tower is a I bid thee. May the dark moon what?
Okay. Welp. This is how you drop down and get some shit, though, right? Hey, Italian. What's going on? Currently, I am sitting here. I'm off of vacay, and I'm back. Weirdest. You can call it vacation, I guess. Yeah, it was vacation, maybe. There is something right there. Okay, here's one thing. What do you have? Painted. Yeah, the Guardians. Yeah, the painted Guardians. They were annoying as hell and wore white. No, no, no. Yes. Yeah, these guys, those assholes. I found a dead one, which is the best kind for those assholes because they like to throw knives at you over and over and over and over and over. Does it get annoying me saying "and over"? Because guess what? It gets more annoying getting pelted by it over and over and over and over. Don't praise that sun. Freaking praising the sun. Internet memes bullshit. Alright, alright. Oh, God. Okay, cool. We good on finding things? Is that all there is to find here? Because this is the only way down without using the fire. No! Shit. I hope there's nothing else. Don't tell me there's something right there. Because if there is, I gotta do that whole damn thing again. I don't think there is. Now the last thing is getting out of here. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, do I go to the lower? Okay, wait a second. Aw, shit. Okay, where do I? Okay. I gotta think. I hate this. I hate thinking. It's not my strong suit. Okay. I don't know. Chameleon. Comma again about that? Is that a chameleon? Chameleon. Chameleon. Okay. So I didn't turn it to make it do the thing where I walked across and it was a bridge. So now I need to turn it? Or is that how I got up there in the first place? When do I turn it to get the bridge and when do I turn it to... Okay. That is not turned. I gotta turn... Turn down for what? You say she comes and goes. Now I realize I'm stuffed up and I need nasal spray because I thought immediately she runs away. May not see the end of it. Luckily she turns around. Isn't what she talks about. It's just the way she is. She says, ooh, darling, don't you know? The darkness comes and the darkness goes. She said, ooh, babe, why don't you let her go? Happiness ain't never how you think it should be so. Something like that. Mystify the simple life. Found myself trying to... Nothing more was left. She saw the symptoms right away. It spoke to me in poetry. Sometimes the more you wonder why, the worse it seems to get. And she said, ooh, darling, don't you know? The darkness... Oh! God, I wasn't expecting that. Cheesums. This can only be pressed from one way, can't it? Contraption does not move. I always go by Trevin and then I want to say Trayvon. I never know which way to go about it. I want to go both ways on that, and I always pick one and then I fail probably. God. Okay, I remember this being a tricky part for me before. Hey, Jennifer. I haven't been able to live stream lately. It's a family ritual. Now that I'm back. Trayvon. Nah, I'm still gonna fail. No, I haven't had live streams to show because it's a bit of a family ritual that for my brother's birthday we're all gone for a bit. So there haven't been streams. There've been Detroit, which I finished up. A lot of people are happy about that finally. So we get Detroit all under wraps. And by the way, thank you over there, man. Now that I got Detroit under wraps. Oh, it's butt sad. Now I can move on and actually, like, okay, Detroit took a lot of brain out of me, and I want to actually play it out because there's something I immediately figured out. And bear with me, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but just bear with me on this. Someone's comment I already knew. I realized that the way I played the game, I tried to go the most peaceful route possible. Alright, fair enough. I was just looking for the most peace possible. Kimberly! Well, thank you, Kimberly.
You passed the halfway point for your ridiculous rent.
I should have updated the goal. Thank you so much. Everyone, hashtag Kimberly. Thank you so much. It's a good game. Well, thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, that rent. And again, I'll explain it. Pretty much, I lost the first place I was supposed to be at. Almost lost. Should be solidified Monday. After failing so many times, I was told, hey, you got one last chance, but it's got to be a place that costs about roughly 250 plus some change. More than anything you've looked at so far. And the least expensive I had found before that I thought was a house going for $1,500 a month to rent. And I legally have to stay in the school district my son is in. Which is a thing that I thought was great to when I was working close together with my ex and not, you know, kind of is biting a bit right now. Let's go to after Pontiff. I believe there's another path after him. Good God, was I okay? The one $1,500 house that I found would have been good, but it went fast, and I couldn't secure it. The other one that's up right now, the HOA fees are $385 a month. Do they? I don't know. Do I go out to my front yard and while they're cutting my grass, they cut my balls, get me some like fresh made lemonade? Like I don't know what else. They're just like, do you need a foot massage today, sir, before you head out to work? It's like, oh, is this part of my HOA fees? Yes. Fuck the foot massage. I need full body. And they're like, yes, sir. And they just have to do it. It's like, man, why did he just? Why did no? I'll request. You know what? If I want a deep tissue massage, sometimes, you know, I'm not trying to be sexist, but you know, it's sometimes just that is not a sexist thing. That is literally just the way that men and women sometimes are built, and more men are built toward being a bit more tactile, stronger. I don't know. It depends on the kind of massage. If I need a deep muscle, yeah, $385 a month. Yes, I didn't. Yeah. Here it is. Where I am right now is $400 a year. Though, I mean, I shouldn't say where I am now because, you know, I gotta get the fuck out. And they don't even... One, they don't like cut the balls or anything, so let's just get that out of the way. They don't give foot massages, so let's get that out of the way. And they haven't fixed the damn bridge that gets you over to where the pool is, and they haven't fixed the finishing touches on the tile on the pool. Like, in forever. What even with that garbage? That's pure garbage. They don't take care of lawns. They don't do it. Well, I don't know what the HOA even is for, other than bitching at people that you left your trash can out on you left your trash can out on the curb. I'm sorry. What'd you say? Yeah, you left your trash can out on the curb. Did you just interrupt my life to let me know that I left my trash can out on the curb, and that's the thing that you gotta let me know? Yeah, that's yes, it is. That if all goes if all goes well, Monday, it will be mine. Now, that is the rent, which I need to pay. They're agreeing finally to let me pay rent because I did have, and I'm an adult, and this is like fucking humiliating as an adult. But I'll go ahead and say it because whatever. I gave it to fuck me. I gave up my pride a long time ago. Having to have a cosigner on anything to be able to bring anything into realistic, because once one place kind of tried to screw me over. Because I try to do things in the marriage to save, or we're hoping congrats on the new place when it comes up. I better be. If I have the money, they're ready. I got a guarantor to back me, my grandma, and it is kind of, because, you know, a 1099 worker, people hate those. They want a W-2, which is why I'm going to be getting a job, even if it's part-time W-2, so people can stop bitching at my income, at the way it comes in and whatnot. You can pay taxes, you can have everything, you have a tax return. They don't fucking care. They want to know that there's consistency coming somewhere, because you could always, I guess, stop caring. Which I say that, and I say it with a face, but that's a true statement. There's some people that can literally just stop caring. Anyway, so because I had my family member as a guarantor on that, my family member as a guarantor on that on this one, they're like, okay, we'll bring down the deposit to something reasonable. We'll bring the deposit down to 200. My dog is coming with me. My dog has to come with me. And it's like, okay, there's a pet deposit fee of $300. It's like, okay, fuck, okay, I got that covered. And it's the first month's rent up front. I was like, how many months rent up front do I need to pay? They're like, you can just do the first month's rent with the guarantor. I was like, oh, thank God. Okay, what else? All right, well, there's actually an administrative fee of $175 for us doing this, and then a $75 background check for having your background done and everything. And your guarantor had to do a $75 background check too, and I was like, you guys fucking suck. But I can cover all those things. It was just the rent that I really don't want. What I'm trying to do, here's the experiment. Here's the real thing. If I can get settled in this place, if I can get everything set up, if I can actually be in somewhere that is more than $250 over my pay grade kind of place, and still make it work, we're getting some consistent videos up while I get a W-2 job and work. Hopefully, you know, give me 30 hours during the day while my son's at school. Someone, please. And then I'll fucking do everything else that I already do because, you know, I'll work my ass off. Like I always do, because that's how I do. And so, zigzag. Serpentine! Oh, look at that! Actually paid off. No, no, no. Damn it. In the hallway. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Go around. That, I believe, is a lift to bring it up and down. I think after I hit it once. They want... I want to live right near where my ex is so my son doesn't have to feel shipped off. It would hurt to see my nice, beautiful house every day, be able to see it in the background, because I worked on this house and I researched all these things, and... This house. But I only need 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom in the first place. But good thing that's all they had. They got rid of my the place I was looking at before that was 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, blah blah blah. Yeah, the one thing that's shitty down here though is that I believe the minimum wage in Georgia is still like $7.55 a month or $8.55 a month. One of the two. It might be 8. It might be $7.55. It's supposed to go up, I think, again, but. That is eating some shit right there when you've got to deal with the fact that you can't even go get a side job and it, you know, be guaranteed to pay well. Ooh, 400 square foot condo. It better have been. We better been counting square feet and being like it had a basement. Oof. Oof. Oof, that is tough. My original plan was actually to buy another house over there. And, but of course everyone snapped them up. Because as soon as I looked at the housing market, I was like, I could do this again. Of course everyone snapped up houses that went for $70,000. For like getting like what, close to 2,000 square feet. It's like, oh, all it needs is repairs. And like actually looking at it, I was like, oh, it's because it's ranch style. No one likes ranch style houses anymore. Yeah, I figured it was because of location. Damn it, where do I... Okay, I'm racking my brain. I know I'm being stupid. Bear with my stupidity. I swear it happens all the time. So regulars can tell you, I'm usually pretty stupid. What I'm trying to do right now is remember what the fuck even I do after Aldrich. Because Aldrich I thought was the end of a line of going in a certain direction, and I can't remember after Aldrich. I thought Patches fucked with me again. I thought there was another way that I could go over here in this valley, but I was doing a straight shot. And I don't know if I want to go back over there. Oh, there's the giants. I climbed the stairs. Did I really do everything? If I did everything, I'm gonna hit a bonfire down where the lizard is, and then I'm gonna reassess where the hell I'm going, or even if I can keep this up. Yeah. It sucks not to own my own place right now. I'll suck it up. I'll suck it up. I'll get through it. If we can get through it, it'll be awesome. Because if I can get through it and get through everything that's needed, have everything squared away, I'll get my new place. Oh, well, okay. For the Dark Souls games, since you sit here and listen to me ramble, I'll say what they're about. So, in the first one, there is such thing as an Age of Darkness. We're in a land, because you can't say it was all of humanity. In a land, there is a place from which humanity was crippled as undead or less than human beings. Mindless nothings. Hollow. The land is ruled by dragons. There are people that come along and they obtain for themselves the power of the first flame. Whoa! Why did Nightbot just hit you? Oh, because you said no. Oh, well, Nightbot erased all that, so I guess I have to keep talking. So, they want the power of the first flame, blah, blah, blah. Gwyn, I believe in all the knights. Is that his name, whatever? They went after it, blah, blah, blah. They killed all the dragons, but then they realized that the flame doesn't last forever. They have to go relight the flame. And set themselves on fire. That's pretty much it. That's the first game. You need to go set yourself on fire. Because the flame can't be lit by anything else other than like a human body on fire for a long ass time. Because that is truthful. That is exactly what happens. Uh-oh. I hear the other one. Uh-oh. I heard him. I heard him. I heard him. I heard him. I already got a spirit. I'm spirited away. Ow! I rolled into it. Oh. I'm failing. There we go. Oh, I saw what it was. I went and clicked to see what the new was going on with it. In this one, everyone didn't want to burn alive. Who would have known? That's the plot to Dark Souls 3. Nobody, Lothric, the next one to burn alive, was like, "Fuck you guys," and was like, "Peace out." And everyone was like, "Fuck, someone's got to burn for this." And they're like, "Alright, we're gonna bring back 4 other guys who have before burned." And all 3 of the 4 guys are like, "Fuck you, I don't want to burn again. That shit sucked." And so they're like, "Peace out." And now you're just sitting there going, "What the fuck?" So there's all you're now one of the ones that have failed to light the fire before. That's who you're playing as. That's why instead of going hollow and all that shit from the first game, you're unkindled when you die. Because you need to be kindled. You were once kindled to try to light that fire and you fucked it up. You done fucked it up. You had all the power you needed and you fucked it up. I probably need to go somewhere. I don't remember. I wish I could sing something like I remember, don't worry. What? So yeah, everyone fucking bailed. That's what this game pretty much is about. Everyone bails. Except for one old guy who's just sitting there and being like, "I've been here for 1,000 years and people brought me back to life and oh shit my pants." Like, and that's his. Good luck with his dialogue after that. He'll tell you something, but no one fucking cares. I don't know. People listen to him. People have to burn alive and no one wanted to fucking burn alive. That is Dark Souls 3. You're going to sacrifice yourself to possibly burn alive or make the guy that should have burned alive burn alive. You're like, maybe I can make the guy that should have burned alive burn alive. for thousands of years on end. That's all. You're trying to make someone be burned alive for thousands of years, or 1,000, or 100. I don't know, an indiscriminate amount of time. You just want someone to burn. Someone's got to burn. Someone's got to burn. And unlike the burner, it's a good thing, I think. I don't know, maybe killing off a lot of dragons was bad, who knows. Fuck, can I get to this? Do I have to kill those things again? No, I'm done explaining. That's all the explaining there is in this game. Is done. That's it. One guy says, I don't want to fucking burn, and everyone else is like, I don't want to fucking burn either. Oh, what was I gonna say about Detroit Become Human? Someone else pointed it out. Fuck. Alright. The Boreal Valley has more to it. I can't remember exactly how to get through. I'm gonna have to start. Wait. No. I can go into the painting because I know I can do that. How do I get into the painting? That's a passageway that got opened up. Yes, is the cathedral. Is the cathedral right there? There's the Deacons of the Deep. There's a cleansing chapel. Maybe I'll just go into the DLC right now. The big thing about Detroit Become Human is that I'm still no spoilers about Detroit for me. People keep telling me I got the best ending. I went the peaceful route. I guess it's the best ending if you're looking at the fewest casualties for all around. You're looking at fewest casualties. I guess that's what people mean by the best ending. However, I do realize I did one thing that was maybe not what I wanted, which is why I have to play it again. I do want to see what happens when I don't necessarily, like, things like when I don't necessarily try to go the route I went. Because I think there might be more interesting things to come if I actually go against my instincts of what I chose. And I'm getting sucked into Ashes of Ariendo.
Thank you.
Hey, Jesus, what's going on? Stevenson is definitely not there.
Painting of Ariandel.
Well, you know what, Talion? I really don't want to. I don't want to spoil it, but I'll say this.
Go on.
Touch it. I have popsicles in my freezer downstairs too. Do you want a lollipop, kid? Like this. He's saying all the rapist stuff. I can't speak to whether it sets. I will say this isn't a spoiler. It sets itself up for a sequel if they decide to write it correctly. It sets itself up for a sequel of that. But you know, okay. I will say some of my favorite stories ever end off on not ever finishing it. So when I was younger, when I was younger, one of my favorite book series was Animorphs. And if you get to the end of Animorphs, you realize, oh God, I forgot about you. Oh fuck. Don't breathe at me like that, like blowjob level breathing at me like that. At the end of Animorphs, once everything's done, it was a war, and it was kids fighting it, and then, but you find out years later, like, the fallout from them is, like, one of them, like, there's dead people that were together because they're bound by war, and now they're separated because they can't even stand to look at each other because it reminds them of that. Yeah, I kind of like it. Don't even. When I was younger, that was about the only thing I had. Go to a book fair at Norcross Elementary. That gave away a lot about where I grew up. But,
Yon butchos Arian so as sweet.
So I've always had a thing for that, but okay, let me do Tolkien. Tolkien's did not like doing endings. So like, you know, Frodo goes off, but you know, it's not like that's the end of his story. It's not the end of his story. Yeah, like The Last of Us. You know, there's that last scene, and then it's just done. Now, I will say that the writer of this game is notorious for leaving things off and not doing sequels, which I think would be okay. But I think an expansion would be nice. I think an expansion would be nice on this game. Would, just to do exactly what Talion was getting at, but I don't want to say out loud because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. I think an expansion would be nice to show that actions have repercussions, and repercussions are far-reaching and long-lasting. I played the game the way I played it because I thought about repercussions being far-reaching and long-lasting, and I ended up playing it a certain way. And there's even a part of it, if you want to go watch my playthrough, where I talk about for like 15-20 minutes why I would do, why I would go the route I would go in that game. And it was because I thought long-term of how I thought about history and things like that. That's weird. What was I getting at with Detroit? Well, one, a sequel would be awesome. A sequel would be great. To do a, you know, long-term ramifications, to bring in your data, because they literally would be at that point making like games that would be a hell of a game. Cause that game, there are choices in there that it can't be the way it went for me. It has to be dramatically different for some other people. Oh my god, is this the first fucking fire? I just went in a fucking circle. I think it would be interesting if they really tried to undertake it and tried. But at the same reason, with that in mind, I believe I went about it. I believe that. I believe. Whoa! No, too many spoilers. Though, I mean, from the beginning, Connor is a deviant hunter. So I guess that's not really a big deal. I mean, his first assignment is about a deviant. So, but with that said, I think what I missed out in the game so far is that I didn't get to see what happens when I didn't try for what I tried for. And what I tried for did end off with a lot of opportunity to miss out on what potentially is good writing. If that makes sense without me spoiling anything. I missed out on potentially good writing on how they would have to write the game to accommodate for some of these choices that I would not have made. And what most interests me, without giving away any spoilers, what most interests me is that it is a game where, you know, this isn't a spoiler either. At the beginning of the game, if you try to go play it for yourself, you will get a little thing that tells you got two. Oh god, the wolf pack's in the house. You got a little thing that tells you that your decisions have an impact. There's beginner mode, and there's expert or experience, and they tell you straight out, experience. No. I'm gonna have to take chat off the screen if you guys do spoilers. No. I'm sorry, but chat's gonna have to come off the screen. Do not do it, or I take chat off. And I already have to take it off because that's enough for that. It resets that. The biggest thing that I think is that if I had played it differently, where I brought in more sadness, if I brought in more of the things that could be tugging, I want to see. Yeah, I wonder how diverse the game endings are. That's what I'm pretty much. I see, and the thing is, I don't think it can. Italian, I honestly don't think it can. Because there's one thing about that. There's one thing about what... And I speculated something early in my videos. Remember that I speculated something about Kara early on. I'm never going back on what I speculated. I speculated something about Alice early on. But I also purposefully pointed out Kara, that something was going on. And that I felt, at one point of time in the game, that things could have gone really differently. They didn't have to go the way that they went for me. Oh shit, that got me. Things didn't have to go the way that they went for me. I realized that. What I started realizing was that there were more times where things could have gone very against the idea of even getting anywhere close, not even just to my ending or an alternate ending or like a Mass Effect ending, but an ending. Like, does that make sense without spoiling? There's enough going on in there that I think there's a possibility that an ending, like I think there can be actually one. There is one scenario I can think of where there is no sequel needed. Hey, Virgie. I want to experiment with the endings, but I really want to experiment. I think that there are two different chances where that linearity that's more like you're talking about Mass Effect completely gets shit upon. Because I don't even think you have to get anywhere close. I honestly don't even think you have to get anywhere close to getting to... You know how Mass Effect kind of funnels you into a certain point, and your choices... Kind of like Telltale games. Here's a good, without me spoiling anything. Telltale games, all of them, funnel you into a point where all of your choices and decisions now affect the outcome of characters, story, and ending, okay? So that's what Italian's talking about, like red, green, blue. Like, you know, you've got your ABC, is XYZ, whatever, it's gonna happen like that. Whatever you do. It's just that your choices will lean you one way or the other, and maybe something happens along the way, and you have little things you can choose, but all of a sudden the little things you choose, what they really do is just give you a little bit of individuality that's fake. Like, you get the same thing, just with a different person, maybe, or something like that. I believe there is a point in Detroit where it is not a all choices lead to, I believe, and I think there are actually 2 points to that. I think it's possible I don't even have to get to the, like, you know, see what of 3 endings you get at the end. I don't think you have to get to the end. I think the game can be really short. And I want to test that, because that's the first thing I thought of after I finished it. Because I thought immediately, okay, this game gets really short if one of my theories is correct. And then I thought, okay, if that theory is correct and this game can be that short, then holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, I know. I'm quite aware that Mass Effect 3 blue-balled everyone because it's like, let me give you a bajillion choices and let me talk it up for forever and it's gonna be awesome. Don't worry, everyone, you'll love it. And then it's like, no matter what you choose, it's just kind of like, okay, this is everyone now. I'm aware of that happening. Oh shit, it got me again. Who would have known? Oh. That's... Whoa, it died that easy? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm excited about the idea of replaying the game. And I'm excited about... Yeah, and oh god, don't even bring it. Okay, No Man's Sky with the patches now is a playable game. But for fuck's sake, when that came out, for fuck's sake, they should have given a refund and an apology to everyone who bought that game. The other thing is that some of the parts, if you've seen me play something like The Last of Us, so there is somebody who's not here he's not here at the stream today. I haven't seen him pop up yet. But he just finished watching The Last of Us, and he's glad that I recommend it. He said he's glad. He commented along the way. I saw his comments. I watched comments. There's somebody else who was here at the streams, too. And if I saw his avatar, I'd point out also what's going on with that. Those kind of, like, I even on old videos, I pay attention to that shit, so don't worry. Can I butt stab you? I can. I think in like when they in The Last of Us, a lot of the times that they wrote the emotion best would have been, and I started thinking, okay, when are the times they would have written the emotion and the actual impact and the ramifications of what is happening best? When would they have written that? The way I played the game, I would have possibly avoided. The way I played the game possibly would have avoided some things that I would like to experience now. I would like to experience them. That's all I'm gonna say about Detroit Become Human. I think it's a good game, but I think they would have been better served if they had tried a little harder to do one thing that I won't say, but it has to do with the politics in the game. This doesn't spoil. Don't muddy up your politics. If you're going to make, like, okay, like when we talk about in history allegorical tales, we don't confuse what the allegory is, okay? So we don't confuse necessarily, like nowadays maybe we confuse it because we don't know exactly where it came from and why it would have been this, that, and the other. It's a translation and a cultural error and this, that, and the other. But like, an allegory is an allegory and thought of such way for a reason. You don't want to take a tale like that and muddy up your politics inside of it. You need to very much define, and it's okay if there's a little bit of or a lot or whatever of copy paste. I don't mind that as much as probably some people do. But don't muddy up your politics too much. Like, or rather, don't muddy up your politics. Don't muddy up your history, because both really matter. And sometimes when you start muddying it up, well, Elle, thanks for Night Owl, thanks for being here. The stream isn't gonna last much longer because I can't last much longer. I already had the medicines I'm supposed to be taking. I already had the last time I want to have a shake because I'm yeah, they did. You know, and before I go into anything else spoil, I think it would be an interesting thing to play the game from the other perspective of like what's the dick cop's name? Gavin? Of like from the perspective of having to play the exact same game but making the protagonist, like you're playing, they can import your data of what you did as, you know, playing as androids, because that's the whole premise of the game, so that's not a spoiler. They can import your data as what you did as androids, and then you need to play the human side of it. And I think it would be interesting to see how you immediately... The thing that is lost most to most people is both sides. Most people lose sight of both sides because keeping sight of both sides gets you in trouble. If for example, you have no place being in a fight if you cannot keep your mind on one side. The second your mind is in both sides, you are a danger to yourself and others. That doesn't mean morality goes out the window, but I wouldn't confuse necessarily morality with duty and indecisiveness, I guess. Indecisiveness is what happens many times when you keep it in such perspective. I think, though, that in a game setting it wouldn't harm anything. I don't think it would harm anything to show in a game setting what that truly does. Like, because I think it would be interesting. Yeah, okay, understanding, but maybe understanding is the wrong... Empathizing. Wrong terminology. By understanding, I was leaning more towards the idea of, like, empathizing. Empathize, like... I would like to see the game force you to empathize with the quote-unquote whatever you make to be the enemy in whatever ways you make them to be the enemy. I would like to see the other side of it where all of a sudden you are kind of like... God, the Hitler card is the only one I could play there. Because if you go into history classes talking about like the reasonings and this, that, and the other, and you get all political and whatnot, you find out some of the decisions that were made and whatnot, and like they make a sort of sense. They don't justify actions. Good God, no, never ever take me saying something like that. But they make a sort of like there's a rhyme and reason to the way at which he went about things. It doesn't make it right, but it also means that I'm not just talking about seeing the other side. I'm talking about if you were forced to now empathize with the reasons why they did that, and you before had to consider them an enemy. I hate having to, because I always try to bring up like Marx, and then people are like, okay, who's that? I'm like Stalin, and people are like, okay, well, what did that do? And I was like, fucking hell, I'm not gonna do the whole history lesson. And then I bring up Hitler, and people are like, whoa, too dramatic. And I'm like, come on, I don't have too many historical... What? Constantine? Empathizing one man's sacrifice against the cost of thousands of lives. It needs to be observed at a grander scale. Well, the game could do that. It could. I think I'm simply trying to say that I see an interesting... And fuck it all for dying over there. I see an interesting game to be made for being forced to play... for being forced to play the other side of everything. No matter what you do in the game, no matter what choices you could possibly make, that there be a game that's created where you now have to be the other side, and whatever you decide to do, you still have to play this other side that have thoughts and feelings and emotions and whatnot, and that whatever you decide to do, no matter what, whoever your enemy is, you now have to play them as the protagonist and try to also win. You know what I mean? So that kind of thing, where all of a sudden, where they have to write a story where all of a sudden now they're not just humanized and you don't just understand them, you also now there's strong empathy. Ooh, spoil it! No, can't do that. 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 Yeah. Though I will say to that point, you know what? When you have to bring up a lot of history, I know that is actually a big thing though, because that idea of the game, that what you just said in there, of kind of like what is pitting it up against, isn't actually explicitly. No, it isn't explicitly expressed until like a third of the way through, and then you realize kind of what they're starting to do. Well, you know what? Maybe I should define what my idea of a spoiler is. I literally have the game box, like the box you would buy the game in, and I have like the commercial you would have maybe seen. Whatever information is kind of on that is what I go with. And for some reason, and this is really weird. This is strange. For some reason, the box art does not give away a lot of what that game is. Fucking hell! How long past the game's release is content considered a spoiler? I'd still consider The Last of Us a spoiler because it's so fucking good. Usually about a year. That's I usually consider about a year. It's enough time that a season's changed, and with a season passing, usually there is you've got holidays, you've got sales, you've got Cyber Mondays, you've got Black Fridays, you've got Christmas, you've got all these things, and after the game has passed so far, hey Joy, excuse me, hey Joy, I didn't know you're here. After you get past all those kind of things, if they decide to republicize the game, then they're going to actually spoil it in their new promos to get people interested in, like, if they didn't want to play it the first time, then they're going to spoil their own game to get you to play it. If you did play, or like if you did, even if that's not the case for you, they'll end up spoiling it usually through not promotional stuff, but through just word of mouth. So I still, yeah, I consider, like, You know, I consider it as spoiler territory after we get past, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Once we're probably into, like, you know, mid-January, get into February. Once we're in that territory, I wouldn't really consider it as much spoiler, but I still would probably avoid, like, the ending. I wouldn't be afraid to get, like, talk about the beginning and some of the initial ramifications of choices and stuff, but I definitely still wouldn't talk about the end. But anyway, my idea of, like, a spoiler of what I try to stick by is literally, like, the promo art and the box art. The commercials even sometimes, like, it depends on what platform you look on, and God, have internet commercials changed versus... God, I don't want to die to the same guy. So fuck that guy. Roly poly. Roly poly. Non-spoiler alert. Connor's the only cool android. Connor is pretty cool. Connor is I am most intrigued by, I think. If I had a personal preference. And the box will tell you you play as 3 different androids, so that's not a spoiler. And you can have a preference, that's not a spoiler. I think I'm most intrigued by and have a very strong preference towards Connor. Good God. Could he not? Oh God, what's going on? Dark King! What? Thank you so much, Dark King. What's going on?
I just got home a little drunk and feeling good, and you deserve a new plate.
Well, thank you, Dark King. Everyone, hashtag Dark King. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Don't die me again from this. Thank you so much, Dark King. Everybody, yay. Oh, fuck me. Ethereal Oak Shield. Yeah, I got their Oak Shield. This asshole. Why is it that the normal ones get me and then the bosses don't? I'm not mad at myself for long. I existence. My favorite user. So if I get spoilers, it's kind of my own fault. Yeah. It's he definitely piques my interest in many different ways, and I feel is in my personal opinion the most well-rounded especially for replay value of the game. Replay value of the game skyrockets with Connor and plummets without him. I think he is the crux to that. And you lose too much of it without him, so. But he definitely... Connor is most intriguing. I would have to say... Oh God, Assassin's Creed. I played the first and then I never played any other after that, and I'm scared to jump back into that. Plus, like, monetarily, once I get set back up, I am gonna be plowing through some. By plowing I mean I'm fucking plowing through some games. What I want to be able to do is take days that I have off and don't have Rowan, and spend the whole day recording. So, like, you know, maybe twice a week. Maybe once on a good day, or, you know, days I don't have Rowan, and afterwards I would be with Rowan and being a dad or whatnot, and I'm not being a dad. Instead, I'm recording, and so that I could get like a week's worth of something, and if there's a new release, I'll plow through as much as I can right then and there, and then after that, I'll get to the, you know, I'll get back into my trying to get a lot done, a week's worth of videos done at one point. Oh my God. Oh God, this is a clusterfuck. Oh, I was baller at some of those QuickTime events. I'll tell you what. I put on my A game and it did not disappoint. There was one point in time where I thought, oh shit, like I thought I really did fudge it. And it was, I think it's like the one point in time in the game where it's like, we got you. You did well enough this far. Like it didn't get to me, so. But I don't know. I just think it would be interesting to be forced to. I tell you what. I think it just would be interesting to play a game from the enemy's point of view and have the enemy be the protagonist. And not just like, you know, like Infamous type thing going on where all of a sudden you're like, are they good, bad, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like from a, oh, fuck me. Yeah, that's right. I followed you. I think there's a lot of games that I would love to see, not just a DLC, but a full blown out game where you have to take what happened and play the other side of it. And even if like you're the protagonist in the original game and you like have a victory and you win or whatever, and that makes the antagonist lose dramatically, I would still love, even knowing the ending, seeing what they went through to get to that point, to get to the point where they lost. I would love a game like that, because it would I think it would just it would have to be written very well. Otherwise it would be squandered. That kind of idea is easily squandered. So but I think it'd be quite interesting to have that as a. But like I said just a second ago, that idea is easily squandered and lost if not done correctly. Way too easily. So. Oh shit. Forgot about you guys. Hi there. Oh, you burned the fire a lot. Don't. There you go. Turn around. Uh-oh. Wait, there's another one in here, isn't there? I remember there being like. Maybe I was wrong. There's just a lot of eggs. There is one game that I'm forgetting about that it forces you to do that. Oh, and there is a game I want to play, but I'm not going to say what game it is because it is such a spoiler. It's not even funny, but if I can play it, and there is a problem with me being able to play it, even if I had it, even if I owned it, I could not play it at the moment. If I could play it, my God, there is a game that worked out for. Hey, Bree. There is actually a game that worked out for. Where there you actually are playing as both sides. Oh, thank you, Bree. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I did my best. I'm definitely giving it a few more goes. Now, if only I'd gotten on the game when it was released and could give it goes, because I'm sure the things I'm giving goes on, people have already, you know, pounded into the ground, because there's flow charts so people know where to go. And I learned a little, was it a little bit more past the halfway point that you could actually hit a restart. And why did I hit it? Because to show a cutscene? I can't remember. I think I wanted to. It wouldn't let me just restart it and show you guys like the cutscene that I had accidentally cut out from the recording not taking, and I realized you could actually go back. I'm glad I was the one to introduce you. We're not finished with that story though. There is more to that story. Yeah, and yeah, Italian again. I think I was using my word. I'm not showing off my lexicon in any way, shape, or form at the moment because my wording was very off. Understanding is vital and key to any fight, skirmish, war, conflict, anything. Understanding is key, of course. And having to play the other side just to understand wouldn't be what I'm going for. Having to play the other side to completely sit there and be like the game the game steamrolls you into, like, all of a sudden is you see the other side. It's kind of like the whole Victor's Right history type thing. I want to see the side where the loser side is told, and it's told in a way that you're very much empathetic, whether you agree with what they do or not. Because you see that. I tried to tell people that and I'm about to be finished here, so I'm gonna stop rambling here in a bit. But I tried to tell people my definition of war has really changed. And then I saw someone pointed out a fucking, I guess, maybe a manga or something like that had said something similar, and I was like, fuck that. I said it first. That for me, even if it's not textbook, I kind of think of war as not what's declared, but just as kind of like just thinking about it. I think about war as when both sides fight for what is right, or what they believe is right, or justice. They fight for justice. I think of a conflict, or like a battle of some sorts, anything else that is below war grade. I think of those things more or less of as, you know, one side is like, you know, somehow in just just as being human beings, somehow there's an empirical wrongness, like against other, and is being taken care of, blah blah. Like, I like to try to define war as when both sides believe they're fighting for what's right, and so like I would love to see a game where you would have to play both sides, and both sides are fighting for what they believe is right. Both sides are absolutely fighting for what they believe is right, and that one side is going to lose, but you have to all of a sudden play against yourself, you know, at some point, because if it were like a sequel, you gotta play against yourself and what you've done. Even though you did it all in the name of thinking that you were fighting with all that, you had this empathy for the characters and whatnot and their cause and this, that, and the other, that all of a sudden now you've got to completely switch up your game and have this care and cause for the side that you maybe you like completely decimated in the main game. And now all of a sudden, like, these are the ones that you have to all of a sudden. And then if you import your data, you're like, oh, I screwed them over. Like, wouldn't that be great to know, like, importing your data, you got an ending to a game that wasn't kind of like, you know, just kind of leave you off in the distance and you have no idea. Like, it was an ending that was really definite, that shit happened, and you know now that in your game you've got to replay the original game. One, that gives the original game replay power. But second, that you really did, like, fuck yourself over. Like, you know from the beginning you're going to lose. Now you're just playing to see how you lose. Like, that would be cool to me. To all of a sudden just what's happening is that you're playing to see how that side came to be, why they're fighting, how they're fighting, and then you know because of your decisions they will lose. But now you're having to question your first game and whether it was right for you to do that and to make the decisions you made, because in the second game you had to play against the exact things you decided. Ooh. That depends on if you're actually one of the fighters or you're one of the politicians. I'm not going to go down that road. It's too late. At what point does fighting for what's right become dehumanizing to the enemy in war? That is kind of like asking the difference between an actual... You're looking at the difference between like an infantry perspective and like a politician perspective, or even an officer, an NCO that would send that infantry in there. That's that perspective of what gets dehumanized and what should and should not be is a double-edged sword. Many times it's why you don't hear about what actually happens in its entirety, because you don't need to know, or it's on a need-to-know basis, and knowing about it doesn't benefit your life at all. But that's a complicated subject. At what point? There's no definitive line of what point, but I'll say this: for those that fight, if you are fighting and you've committed to fighting, no, I've played Fire Emblem. It's not quite my kind of game. If you've committed yourself to actually fighting for a cause, fighting in a war, and you are actually on boots on the ground fighting, you give up some of the luxury of like being able to humanize the enemy in war. That can get you to a certain point, and this is just a general blanket statement, that can get you hurt or killed, or somebody else hurt or killed, because you're in a different position than, let's say, you know, back at home where they're making all these decisions and they've never even seen the front line. They've never seen what contact looks like. That kind of decision making is very different. And then as you go up the hierarchy of who is pretty much making the calls for those that are boots on the ground and going in to carry out orders, that's kind of where you get into the gray area. That is where politicians are like one side of it, boots on the ground are the other. When you get into the hierarchy of kind of like where the orders are coming down from, not from the philosophical debate in Congress, not from boots on the ground, but where it's kind of the orders are coming from, that's where you start getting to humanizing, because then you need to start considering what the cost of war. The cost of war is something that's hard to put into perspective, but that's one of those kind of things where to win, you maybe winning means that you must lose innocent people. Those are the kind of decisions that I never wish on anybody, but those are the kind of things where all of a sudden you're humanizing, and you're humanizing the people that the fallout's affecting, and you might even be humanizing the enemy because you don't necessarily want to go about that route. But at the same time, you know that by not doing so, you're costing lives, and you're having to make a judgment call. And that judgment call, part of it is being how humanizing you choose to be about it. It can be more cut and dry. You get insurgents that are radicals that decide to go after innocent civilians. That gets real cut and dry. You have people that believe they're an uprising for what they believe has been oppression against them. And that oppression, other countries or other people, other sects, other religions, other whatever, view as not oppression, but where they belong or their place, and they weren't really oppressed. They're just pretty much bitching about it. All of a sudden, now you see orders that are kind of like the humanization of them actually is important, because like I talked about at one point in my Detroit videos, there is a difference between winning because of an understanding and finding true peace, and peace due to subjugation. And as soon as you create peace because you have subdued the enemy, you haven't truly found peace yet, because all you've done is made them drop their arms. That doesn't mean you've made them drop their resentment, their anger, their resolve. You've just forced them to drop the weapon, and that's not quite peace yet. That's when, again, where you have to start thinking on a scale of humanization. Yeah, you have to all of a sudden put them as human beings that might need to come to a table to find true peace. Where do you draw the line between giving the order to go off and decide this group decides to die, needs to die for us to get to our objective, yet this group will live so we can negotiate a true peace? It can be hard, but again, it gets pretty cut and dry for boots on the ground, it gets pretty cut and dry, it seems like, in Congress, because you've got the left and right, and they will put their stance out for what kind of the doctrine they put out for, you know, conservative, liberal kind of thing going on. Because it is pretty polarized in our legislative, at least in the U.S. And then you, where you find the humanization kind of is in the middle. In the middle of all that hierarchy. I wouldn't say necessarily, you know, those that are giving the orders to the infantry, but I'd say the ones that have to give the orders, that give the orders to the infantry. That's probably the point at which you're starting to see something. So yeah, that's a hard question to answer. I will say this, and I'll finish the stream off with this. At what point does fighting for what's right become dehumanizing the enemy in war? That's why I call it war. Because both sides have in some way dehumanized the other side because they believe they're fighting for what's right. I will call it a conflict, a skirmish, or something. A massacre in some points. If it's just, you know, there's something empirical or objective or something about it that just says this is a wrong that needs to be righted. And when you get orders, it's the orders are carried out to the fullest extent, and everyone that really looks at this situation goes, thank God that happened. Maybe those are the wrong words, but, you know, that at least that's over now, because now these people aren't being, innocents are being slaughtered, or there is an atrocities being committed that every person would see as an atrocity that has no benefit to human whatever. But you asked a question that immediately went to why I said what war, I believe what war is, the definition. When both sides are fighting for what's right, it becomes a war, and in that war, both sides to fight for what's right end up dehumanizing to an extent the other side, because they cannot look at them all the time as being you cannot wage your righteous war and look at them as being completely what they are. You need to look at what they're fighting and what they stand for. And that does dehumanize them immediately. You need to, in understanding who they are, what they're fighting for, what they stand for, it gives you better clearance, objective, and means to engage and do what needs to be done. But it dehumanizes them. War will always dehumanize. That's why war shouldn't ever be the end. War is the means to peace when peace did not succeed in the first place. War isn't ever the end. And I think that's probably the best place to leave it off. Because many people think, and especially when people say, won the battle, not the war, there's a few games out there and a few things that are going on, even in the gaming world, that I comment on that's probably what I should have said. We didn't find a true ending because we didn't see the long-term ramifications of what happened. I'll bring up World War I on that one. The long-term ramifications of the Treaty of Versailles, we did not see coming. But you put down a whole country of people, and you put the war debt on them. You have them bring wheelbarrows of their money to not even be granted a loaf of bread. Then you have immigrants come into the country, bringing in with them the means for those people who are downtrodden now. And given the people that are downtrodden for the Treaty of Versailles, the people that suffered most was not the military. It was actually the general populace. There you go, Jory. It was the general populace. So when you get down to it, it was easy for somebody to rise to power and all of that because the general populace paid for what the few higher-ups decided and what the military executed. And then there's the people. And the people are the ones that paid because of that treaty. And then the people saw immigrants come into their country and start selling wares or giving out food and being the ones to make that money. They made the actual money. The little bit of money they had left in those wheelbarrows that you see the sad photos of, it was immigrants coming in and being able to see a business opportunity. And sometimes that business opportunity was actually more of a humanitarian effort given what was going on over there. So it depends on where you lived and how much of that history you want to get down into. But you've got, that is a prime example of where the war wasn't the end. And the war was the means to peace. We had a Treaty of Versailles. We really did not, as a whole, as the victors of that, we did not think through the long-term effects of pretty much putting the whole burden of war on the shoulders of people who had nothing to do with it. They were just living normal lives. Now, what happens all of a sudden when, instead of just doing things like war crimes and going after things like that and whatnot, when you put down a whole country, and then you're all of a sudden, and you do it on paper with a lot of other countries signing that shit off, you create you sow the seeds for discord later, and you don't achieve the reason why you went to war in the first place. You don't achieve the reason why you fought in the first place. Again, fighting is the means to peace. Fighting is the you fight when there are no more options for peace, or when you're left with no other options. Those are two different statements, by the way. No more options for peace and left with no other option are two different things. You can have more options for peace and yet be left with no other option because of something that's put up there. You can choose not to take that option because of, you can choose and say there's no, but it's probably it's going to cost something to try to still, it's going to cost lives and manpower, resources, something. They're different, but that's enough philosophizing, because that's a heavy subject, and depending on who you're talking to, you're going to get a very different answer. If you're talking to me years ago, you would have gotten a very different answer. You get to talk to me now, you get a different answer. You talk to me in 10 years, you might still get a different answer. Because that's not an easy subject to tackle at all. Which is why I think a game where you play one side of the war and then the sequel is playing the other side of the war that is based on your first game's choices would be, if done right, it would pique not only my interest, but would really, I hope, written correctly to make me feel what I would want to feel out of something like that. So thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble and watching and whatnot. I'm gonna do, I gotta roll those credits. I got it, because there's a lot that happened. Whew, boy. Ooh, child. There's a lot of shit that happened in the stream. Ooh, child. Where is the credits button? Ooh, child. Can't find the credits button with it's having this blah blah blah. Ooh, child. I'm glad you got the too. Where's the damn credits thing? How do I fuck the thing? Wait, okay, old school. Here it is. The credits. Give it to me. No one leave. No one. People did credits. Roll that son of a bitch. Roll it. I don't care if you took away my button. I'll go find another way to do it. So, we had donations from Kimberly, Monk of Shades, Sarah, Dark King, Trayvon, Christina Salty, L. That's pretty amazing for one stream. And thank you, Talion, over there. Thank you guys so much for joining me, everyone that did. I'm looking at the wrong place. Camera's right there. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to me rant. My rants will continue like this as I go along and probably play more things like Detroit. And if you guys like rants like this, you should probably join the Discord and just tell me, because I'll make videos on topics like this. I'll rant. If people will watch me rant, I'll talk about it. Because it'll let me do a little bit more research. Trying to get my point across many times leads to one slip of the tongue with me thinking one thing but saying the wrong word, like Talion pointed out for me, that I use a word more of akin to understanding instead of being empathetic, where yes, you do need to be understanding of both sides completely, just like a lawyer. Any lawyer worth their salt better know the defense side just as well. You know, they better know, if their clients, they need to know the client they're against just as well as they know their case. You need to know both sides. But as that lawyer, you're not supposed to be empathizing for them. You're not working for them. That's not who you're trying to accomplish things for. You're accomplishing things for your client. So there's a difference between complete understanding and completely empathizing with both sides. I'd love to see that. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you guys back here for another one, wherever I am for that, and whenever that can be, really, really soon. Bye.